Hello guys, this is Dr. Lior Bar-El, and man, do I have some good news for you. I mean, I know I've done lots of videos discussing whether or not, Xbox Live is going to be a good thing for the Nintendo Switch or not. I have told you guys that I am not a big fan of it myself, due to me being, even an owner of, let's say, the Dreamcast or any other system out there that had that, these relationships with Microsoft that either went bad, like Dreamcast, where they had a great, strong relationship, and then suddenly they told Sega basically, peace out, and they just left and abandoned Dreamcast. And I know a lot of people don't know that, but Microsoft was actually a very big part in the Sega Dreamcast. And then, of course, you had many people who wanted to have relationships with them, and literally these rumors started flying around. Then it became fact. Microsoft was going to team up with them, and then before you know it, something went awry, and of course nothing happened, and they both went their own ways. Now Microsoft has their own system. So you're saying, well, why would they want to play with Nintendo nice? Well, very simple, because Microsoft is a profitable company, and they do concentrate on, obviously, on money, but they also concentrate on getting their, unlike other companies, which is really unlike other companies, they want to get their stuff in everyone's hands. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, every company wants that. No, they actually want to monopolize somehow. If they can't monopolize in a legal way, because it's illegal, obviously, to run a monopoly. So what you do is you try to attach yourself to other ones. Now, if you guys remember what I told you about Windows 10, as much as I hated it, I actually got off the phone many times, because I fix computers, I do computer repair, I build computers, and all these things. Many of the times I got into conversations and fights with them over the phone, until one guy was actually honest, and I told you guys what he said. He literally told me they don't like, they don't operate well with custom PCs. Now, the reason why, because they want you to buy their kind of PCs, where they attach themselves to Dell and other companies as well, and they work out a relationship and so on and so forth. And that's really the issue that I'm having with Microsoft. I think people right now are all doing these rumor videos, and I hate rumors, and I told you I hate releasing rumor videos, and you guys just told me to address it, and I'm doing it right here. They're rumors, and, many other companies played the same thing, and it even became a fact, and then, it just died out. I don't think people should be so happy to get it, even if it's true, even if it will come, as I told you guys that they said it is coming. Even if it is going to come and everything's finalized and it's out there, how do we know how the heck this thing's going to actually work? So a lot of now rumors are that they're going to be, putting on Microsoft games, they're going to be porting them to the Nintendo Switch. Now, there's something you guys got to understand. If that ever does happen, that means Microsoft doesn't have any want to make a portable system, which, let's face it, I don't think they do. They're doing well, but you never know. They might want to conquer it. If you guys remember, when they were with the Dreamcast, they took some of the lessons they learned from the Dreamcast, and then they came out with their own system, the Xbox, shortly after. I don't want them to try to make something out of this, like even a relationship with Nintendo. Learn the recipe, because obviously Nintendo's conquering the market right now in terms of portability and all that. They did better than any system in January. They did better than any system in Christmas sales. So, I mean, in Hanukkah sales in December. So, I mean, Nintendo is rising up. The issue is, that is why I believe Microsoft looked at it, and they're the ones that actually approached them. I do not believe Nintendo approached them on that. Nintendo is welcoming it. But the thing is, how do we know they're not going to take out the recipe and then make out their own portable system? Now, let's face it. The future, today, the future of systems are most likely going to be you could stream. So streaming is a big issue. It's a big thing right now that's happening. Now, I know it might be 5G. It might be, 5G is going to come out soon everywhere. And the thing is, you also have, so you're having faster connections with LTE even working right now. How do we know that streaming, because streaming is going to be the technology that everybody's doing today. Everybody's technically streaming. Instead of watching TV, they're streaming. They're using streaming services. What I believe is the new systems are going to be able to be portable. They're going to be able to be on the console. They're going to be able to work flawlessly through streaming. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, Lior, there's not you know, not everywhere around the world or everywhere around, let's say even New York City, if you're in the subway, which is most likely where everybody is playing on the go, you know, obviously buses and stuff too, but if you're in the subway, most of the subway does not have clear connection, therefore you're not going to be able to have that. Or certain places you're going to go to, it's not readily everywhere you're going to get an internet connection. So streaming, I really despise. I mean, I like it that it's there. I like, you know, in terms of shows and TV, I like it. But in terms of games, I was never a big fan because I don't think they've mastered it quite well. I mean, you could clearly see that in the PlayStation Vita, which Sony, the idiots, abandoned. But the thing is, what you end up seeing is that the games would have dropped frames, it would drop the connection in the game, it would be just one freaking awful, awful deal. So a lot of people are rumoring that, oh, Gears of War is going to be coming out, and it's going to be, you know, not streamed, they're saying it's going to be ported. Oh, we're going to port this, oh, we're going to port that. Guys, I'm telling you, that makes absolutely no sense, because the Nintendo Switch cannot deal with some of these rumors of Xbox 360 games. In fact, I think they're just up to par, but when you're doing emulation or even type of, you know, if you're going to port it successfully, yeah, whatever, it's going to be great. It's going to be dumbed down. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. But I don't think, you know, that is really a reality. What I think they're going to go for is a streaming service. I think that they're going to eventually stream. If you remember the PlayStation Vita, you were able to stream PlayStation 3 games on the Vita. Okay, and this looks like this is the direction a lot of our technology is going through. Okay, is going to. So that's my take on the whole thing about that. Now, I know a lot of people are trying to tell you, you know, in the rumor base, and I'm, you know, oh, they're going to bring it, you know, Xbox Live is going to release their games on their system. Now we're going to be able to cross it. So basically, they're saying I can go on my Nintendo Switch right now, go on the Microsoft, you know, which is on Windows 10, the Windows store, and just purchase the game for computer, but it'll work on the on the Nintendo Switch flawlessly. No, there's no way in hell unless there's unless they're able to stream it, which I believe maybe in the future, you know, the Nintendo Switch will come out with some kind of more powerful system designed for streaming capabilities. I do think then games would be streamed to that, but I don't think there's going to be a direct, like not a port where you're just downloading it and it works flawlessly on your Nintendo Switch. That's just not going to happen. Now, unless they port it and, God willing, Panic Button ports it or whatever, they're doing it. They're going to port the game and dumb down the resolution and like they did with Doom and Wolfenstein in a good way to make it really playable. That would be really, really cool. I think that would be an awesome thing. But there's no talks of it. There's nothing of it. Only rumor-based. But everybody's preaching it to everyone, and I see it on all the forums. I can't wait. I can't wait to get my hands on this. Oh, I can't wait to go to the Windows Store and purchase all these games and have it flawlessly run on my Nintendo Switch. It's not going to happen for a long time, and I do believe if they're going to do these direct downloads, they're going to be just strictly for streaming services. Now, I don't think personally, like a lot of these third-party developers, they don't want to release a game that looks like crap on another system because that makes them look bad. So they actually want to see what potential it has, you know, and all that. Games like Gears of War, sure, it could run on the Nintendo Switch, but it's going to be dumbed down a crap ton. I mean, if you look at the game, it has too much. The graphics are intense. Like, you can't run Crysis, the game Crysis. I used to test out all my stuff on Crysis on the PC. I do not believe Crysis could run on a Nintendo Switch unless it's heavily dumbed down. So it's not going to be a direct port that's going to look exactly like it, where you could just download it for the PC and play on it, or on an Xbox 360 game like Gears of War. Everyone's talking about Gears of War. Gears of War is an Xbox 360 game. I think a lot of people fail to understand that it's not a real Xbox game. Okay, it's an Xbox 360 game. And the thing is, you know, with that in mind, I don't believe the Nintendo Switch could run that unless it's dumbed down beyond the norm or it's streamed. And, yeah, Microsoft might come out with some games of theirs that are crappy games or even good games or whatever and release them. But I'm seeing everybody talking, oh, I can't wait to play Killer Instinct. Sure, if you could play Mortal Kombat 11, Killer Instinct is possible. But again, dumbed down graphics, dumbed down resolution. I'm gonna be doing the review for you guys for Mortal Kombat, so you guys could see it. But it's on day one release, so you guys know how it's gonna look compared to, let's say, a PC game or Xbox One game, and so on and so forth. And then I hear a lot of people talking about how they're gonna Xbox One this thing. I really don't believe that's gonna happen. I just don't believe that's true. And if it does happen, I mean, I still don't trust Microsoft. I don't think that they're gonna do it with goodwill. I think what they do is they learn and they perfect, as you saw before. They do this all the time. So for them to say, okay, we're partners with you, your online service sucks and looks like it sucks moose nuts, so we're going to come out with a better, with a better version for your online infrastructure, and we're going to have it, operate better on our servers, and before you know it, they're coming out with their own portable system. Now, of course, for end users like us, that's great, but for Nintendo, that might be a big problem. Okay, so that's all I got to say about that. I think it would be great to have ports of Xbox games on it. I even think streaming, if they mastered it on the Microsoft network, it would work great if, let's say, I'm home with Wi-Fi and whatever, and I'm operating it on a Wi-Fi channel or whatever, or even a higher, a better network. And I'm sitting there, instead of RCN or Spectrum or whatever you guys use, I'm using a better network for my thing. That would be great if I could play that, and it's flawless and it's great, and I'm playing it in my house and all that, and all shits and giggles and everything, and it's cool to play on a big screen and be able to stream online with this thing and whatever. That would be freaking awesome. That would be great. I just think that right now it's a little too early to celebrate and bring home the rumors. These are all just freaking rumors. There's nothing written in stone on this. Right now they're just talking about the relationship itself. People are already jumping to, we're going to get Xbox 360 games on this thing. It's not going to happen right away. It's not going to happen until streaming services is allowed, or they're going to dumb the game down, a little bit. And God willing, it's going to be a good developer is going to do that, like Panic Button. But we'll see how it goes. Myself, I just don't trust Microsoft. I use their system. One of my computers uses Windows 7. I haven't changed. And the other one, I use Windows 10 only to do troubleshooting videos for people on YouTube. But most of my work, I do it on a Windows 7 machine, and I don't even trust that. I've seen the backdoors in Windows. In Microsoft products, I just don't trust them. And again, I have when it comes to Xbox, I have it. I had an Xbox 360. Great system. I'm not saying anything negative about that, but the thing is, with Microsoft, I think every business needs to be aware. There's a reason why Sony doesn't want to deal with them. Sony, I like the only thing I hated about them was how they abandoned their customers with the PlayStation Vita. But the thing that I love about Sony is that they're so confident and proud of their stuff that they're willing to make it better and better every year. Even, I know some people are going to disagree, but it's true. That's what they do. I have a PlayStation 4, and I got to tell you, even though I was pissed off with what they did to the Vita, and I think they're very stupid for that, they constantly think of better ways to better it. So if they have a crappy online, they listen to the fans. Or, Nintendo has two systems to learn from, and they're not learning anything. But whatever, if they listen to their fans, they could actually improve the service, even if they charge more. And even if they do this, they would be able to bring that kind of broadness to it, that kind of quality to their system as they did in the past with the original Nintendo. That Nintendo seal, people worked so hard to get that stinking seal on it. And that's what Nintendo's got to focus on right now. And I think that when they're just going with Microsoft here, I think we do, as people who love Nintendo, should worry about that and should think about that instead of jumping to rumors and being all happy and slap happy about it. We need to see how it's going to turn out first. We need to see, let's see how this Xbox Live is coming there. Okay, so most likely we're going to get streaming. I do believe it's going to be streaming. It's not going to be this downloaded game where you're going to download it off the Windows Store, from your computer and push it down into your, or download it from their store directly into that, unless it's a port. You're not going to get a direct port. That's a direct thing. It's just not going to happen. Maybe streaming, like I said. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down below. I don't really trust Microsoft, and I want to see how it goes, but I think people shouldn't be jumping right now until we see what the heck this is what it's gonna give us. Everybody's talking, how it's going to operate on the Switch. Are they going to go through with it? That's the major thing. They've said a lot of times, they said, oh, we're doing it, and it became fact, and then it just parted ways. let's see how it's going to turn out. Anyways, as always, guys, self-funded here. This is our channel, the people's channel, independent channel. No need for Patreon or any of that crap. This is our channel. As always, if you like what you see, like, subscribe, and hit that notification button, the bell button, as it'll help out this channel, our channel, a ton. Just wanted to bring the intro. Now we're going to do it as an outro all the time, because a lot of people wrote to me and they said if we could do it that way, and I'm cool with that, and definitely that's what I'm going to do. So the first mini-series, you know, keep those requests for the mini-series coming. I cover an array of things on this channel, so definitely let me know what you guys want to have done, and I'm going to put it on my Blackboard, and once it gets enough requests, because I'm self-funded, I wish I could do them all, but, you know, once it gets enough requests, we're going to do that, you know, we're gonna have it done. We're gonna do a mini series on that, and I'm gonna do a giveaway. So the first one was how to build a gaming computer, anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000. I teach you guys how to build it on the cheap, and it does also post work for film work and all kinds of stuff. Show you guys how to build that. The other one was how to build a Starkiller helmet, a cosplay helmet, anywhere from $700 to $1,200 or $1,300, and I show you guys how to literally build it for 20 bucks, which is pretty freaking cool. And you guys really sent a lot of good feedback, and I thank you for that. I made an Instagram for that too as well, so I'm going to show you little sneak peeks of new things and new prizes that I'm working on. And I gave away a Mario that holds a Nintendo Switch, and you guys really loved it. I'm going to make another one, you know, sometime down the future, because you guys requested that as well. The next one will be how to build a gaming slash post-production slash productivity desk on the cheap. So that's going to be cool. So I'm going to show you how to build it anywhere from $900 to $1,500. You'll be able to build it for a little bit over the $300 mark, or a little bit over the $400 mark. Again, prices go up and down, but a little bit over the $400 mark. And I'm going to be doing 2 prize giveaways. That's right, 2 prizes. One is a Noob Saibot mask. The other one is a Scorpion mask. The first winner will get to choose which one they want, the Noob Saibot or Scorpion. The second winner gets what's left, but believe me, both of them are freaking awesome. Trust me on this. So definitely subscribe, hit that like button if you like what you see, and definitely hit that bell button to be notified of all new videos and new cool stuff that is coming out. That's all I got to say about it. And most important, I want to hear what you guys got to say in the comments down below. What do you think of this? What do you think of Microsoft, you know, coming out with their live, hope, you know, we'll see what happens, but to the Nintendo Switch? Do you trust Microsoft? I'd like to know what you guys personally think about that. Have a good one, guys. Take care. Bye. As always, guys, if you like what you see, self-funded here, be sure to check out all my other stuff, from mini-series to unboxings to technology, you know, and Nintendo reviews and 3D printer reviews and all that good stuff. If you like what you see, the only way you can help the channel is by liking this video, subscribing, and hitting that bell button. As many more cool videos to come. Definitely want you guys in it, and I want you guys to be vocal. Definitely comment down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye.